Afternoon, everybody. Let's take a look at your headlines on this Thursday afternoon. Alabama cities are rushing to pass a tax before it's too late. Plus, a challenge has been filed in a local election. And a car crashes into a church, catching it on fire. Those stories and more on News 5 now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Everybody, welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad you could be with me on this Thursday afternoon. Have you been enjoying the rain? We have only had 0.01 inches of rain since the start of September. It's been so dry. So we've gotten quite a bit of rain this morning, a little bit last night. We'll get a little bit more today, and it might linger into tomorrow morning, but that means we're going to have a gorgeous weekend. Our temperatures are going to go down just a little bit, which is nice. So kind of enjoy those clouds in the sky because it certainly has been a while. And I know your yard is crunchy, just like mine. My car is dusty, lots of things. So I'm actually very excited to get a little bit of rain today. Let's get right to our big stories at this hour. Number 5, Alabama cities are running out of time to adopt a new tax on vape products. Cities like Gulf Shores and Orange Beach are speeding to impose an additional 10-cent per milliliter tax on vape fluid sold within their jurisdictions. Others are attaching annual business license fees to wholesalers and retailers. If cities miss the October 1st deadline, they won't be able to levy the tax at all. Number 4, advocacy groups in Alabama are calling for change after this week's runoffs. This is because of issues that some voters encountered at the polls, some of which were found in Mobile. Some voters were listed as inactive when attempting to cast their vote in Tuesday's runoffs, even though they voted in the August 26th elections. The statewide primary for major offices, including governor, attorney general, and secretary of state, will take place in May. Number 3, a legal challenge has been filed in Frisco City over last month's municipal election. Mayor Alan Lang has filed a suit accusing Mayor-elect Brandon Love of harvesting absentee ballots. Love won the race by 90 votes. Of the 420 total votes, 156 or about 37%, were absentee, a percentage Lang calls a practical impossibility, citing the records show the highest absentee percentage of any Alabama county last year was 14%. Again, there was 37% in Frisco City. 141 of the 156 absentee votes went to Love. Lang is seeking a new election. Number 2. A murder arrest in Mobile. 41-year-old Herman Glaude was booked into Metro Jail yesterday. He is charged in the death of 52-year-old Jennifer Glaude. Back on August 14th, police found her unresponsive in a home on Labrador Run in a neighborhood off of McFarland Road in West Mobile. Police say she died of brain trauma. And number 1, a car crash catches a church on fire. Look at that. It happened at a church in Citronelle off Highway 45. The church burned to the ground after neighbors say a flaming car crashed into it. You see the car there in the very front of your screen. The car broke out, the fire broke out about 8 this morning at the Church of God Prophecy off of Highway 45, and neighbors just watched helplessly as the church burned to the ground. The witness said the driver of the car jumped out of the car, but the car continued and then hit the church and burst into flames. Because this is a smaller church, the pastor said they will still be able to hold services on Sunday from the small building behind the church, but she says she hopes the community will offer support in their time of need. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour, but certainly a very bizarre accident that a car crashed into it and caught the whole thing on fire. Unbelievable. But nobody was hurt, and that certainly is a relief, but hopefully people will rally around the church as they figure out how they're going to rebuild. Okay, now it's time for our question of the day, the time we get to hear from you. What are you hoping that Spiro Cherogatis is going to accomplish during his first 100 days in office? What do you think, what are you hoping that Spiro Cherogatis will accomplish in his first 100 days in office? Let me scroll down here and we can look at the chat. Nathan says, do what Sandy said he would do and make Mobile safer. Dan, bring in the National Guard. Get back to basics, improve public safety and infrastructure. Shane, submit a change order for the Civic Center / Mardi Gras venue to include a theater. Shane, I'm with you on that. Let's see. Dennis says Mobile needs to focus on everything transportation related. Port activity, drop yards, jobs, dedicated cruise ship, and passenger train service. Blue collar training for the youth. Skills equal jobs. Definite stray animal resolution. A walkable waterfront. That's a great one, Emily. Leanne suggests, and a few other people have suggested this, it would be a great idea. I was actually there the other night. Buy Dauphin Way Baptist Church property and make it a performing arts venue for the city. And that would be really exciting. That would be very exciting. Bring Banana Ball to the Hank. Turn the Maritime Museum into a marina with restaurants and shopping. That'd be fun. I didn't think about that. So yeah, some suggestions there for what you hope Spirit Chair Goddess will accomplish. Thank you for those comments there. And now we're going to talk about our poll. It is National Punctuation Day. So we're asking you about Oxford commas. Are you for or against? So if you don't know what an Oxford comma is, we looked here on Grammarly. And it is the final comma in a list of things. So for example, please bring me a pencil, pen, and notebook. Pen has a comma right there, so that would be an Oxford comma. So we're asking you, are you for or against? Apparently it's controversial. Some people like that comma there and some don't. I am a fan of it. So anyway, let us know what you think about the Oxford comma. And then we'll be giving you the results of our poll a little bit later on today. So if you want to participate in our poll about Mayor-elect Chair Goddess or the Oxford comma, you have until 5:30 tonight. That is when the next edition of News 5 Now airs, right here on WKRG or WKRG's Facebook page. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me here on News 5 Now. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you back for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock with Peter Albrecht. Have a great afternoon. Don't forget, keep those umbrellas handy.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.